realignment. I ride not only as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also as a servant of the people, guided by conscience, duty, and commitment to progress. After deep reflection, extensive consultations, and careful assessment of the current political and socio-economic realities of our dear nation and my constituency, I made the decision to formally resign my membership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and rejoin the All Progressive Party, APC, of which I was a founding member. This decision was not made lightly. I've been a proud member of the PDP, a party under whose platform I was elected to serve. However, politics must never be about personal loyalty to a platform. It must always be about service, solutions, and results. Today, I made this move in response to a simple question that every responsible leader must ask himself or herself: what is best for the people I serve? Over the past months, it has become increasingly and manifestly clear to me that the PDP, as it currently stands, has become disconnected from the aspirations of the very Nigerians it seeks to lead. Internal divisions, lack of ideological clarity, and inability to provide a credible forward-looking agenda have made it difficult for leaders like me to pursue the reform and development agenda that our people deserve. On the other hand, the APC, under its renewed leadership, has shown encouraging signs of transformation. Admittedly, while no political party is perfect, I have witnessed a growing commitment within the APC to prioritize national interests above political expediency, to drive infrastructural development, ensure security, empower the youth, and reform critical sectors of the economy. I'm defecting not for personal gain, but because I believe that this movement in our history, the APC offers a more viable platform through which I can effectively serve my constituents, advocate for progressive policies, and help move Nigeria forward. To my supporters and constituents, I assure you, I'm not changing my commitments to you. I'm only changing the platform through which that commitment is best served. I remain your voice, your advocate, and your humble servant. I call on all Nigerians to look beyond partisanship and see leadership for what it truly should be, a vehicle for transformation. Let us hold our leaders accountable, not based on party lines, but based on vision, integrity, and the results they deliver. Nigeria must move forward, and today I move forward with the people, for the people, and in the interest of our shared future. Thank you, and may God Almighty bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yours sincerely, Senator Mohammed Adamu Alero. This is the first letter. I now go on to read the second letter from Senator Dr. Yahya Abdullahi, the former leader of this distinguished Senate. And it's titled, Withdrawal of My Membership from the People's Democratic Party and rejoining the All Progressive Congress, APC. I write to inform you and the distinguished Senate of the withdrawal of my membership from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, with immediate effect. I am rejoining the All Progressive Congress in order to contribute my quota the development strides of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and Kebbi State Governor Dr. Nasi Idris Kauram Gwandru. Your Excellency will recall on 14 June 2022, I withdrew my membership of the APC and resigned my position as the leader of the Senate. Chief Whip, can you please keep the chamber silent?
Mention your names, please. Take your seats. You know yourselves.
Silent, please.
I don't want to mention names, please.
Today is a big day for PDP. Please, we are for APC, sorry. It's a bad day for PDP, bad market for PDP. So please, we expect that this side of the aisle will remain quiet because of the big day today.
Senator Abdulaziz Yari, take your
seat. Bad day for PDP.
Senator Pasu, take your seat. Senator Abdulaziz Yari, take your seat.
Let me take the second
Senator
paragraph
Musa,
again.
take your seat.
Thank you, Chief Whip. Asuko Ekpayong. Your Excellency will recall that on 14th June 2022, I withdrew my membership of the APC and resigned my position as the leader of the 9th Senate, following political disagreements in my state. I'm happy to note that those disagreements have been amicably resolved by the incumbent governor. I therefore have no reason whatsoever not to go back to the APC, particularly since I am one of the major architects of its formation and successes. For me, my going back to the APC is a homecoming event. It is also a politically imperative for me to join Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by providing my legislative knowledge and experience to support the efforts that the President is making in reinventing Nigeria as a secure and prosperous nation capable of facing the challenges of the 21st century and beyond. This decision followed extensive consultations with stakeholders in my constituency and beyond, as well as careful reflection on the evolving dynamics within the party, both at the national and state levels. I believe it is in the best interest of the constituency that I represent to take this step at a time when the state governor is making tremendous efforts to develop the state and bring prosperity to its people. I nevertheless wish to express my sincere appreciation for the support and opportunities offered to me by the PDP during my period of membership. It is unfortunate for the Nigerian democratic process that the PDP is now going through existential challenges perpetrated by leadership disharmony and divisions following its losses in the 2023 general elections. Moreover, recent development in the party have made it increasingly difficult for me to reconcile my membership with my commitments to democratic principles, ideals, and leadership expectations of my constituents. Thus, I've chosen to disengage respectfully and in good faith. My resignation is without bitterness and I remain grateful for the friendship, partnerships, and experiences I have made in the PDP. I wish to take this opportunity to thank and appreciate my political associates and indeed the entire people of Kebbi North, Senatorial District, who kept faith with me through the turbulent political climes and who have once again joined me en masse back home to the APC. I can neither forget nor take for granted your support and confidence in my political leadership by granting me a 3-term tenure in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under 2 different political parties. While pledging my loyalty and commitment in the service of my constituency and the nation, I wish to assure the Senate President, the leadership, and distinguished membership of the Senate of my highest regards and esteem. Yours faithfully, Senator Yahya Abdullahi, PhD, OON, CON, Kebbi North Central District. I'm writing to inform Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, and my distinguished colleagues of my defection from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and join the All Progressive Congress, APC. My decision is based on the lingering internal crisis of the PDP and my belief that the ideas of the APC are better aligned with my political aspirations, which will enable me to participate fully in the renewed hope for the benefit of my senatorial district and Nigeria at large. When I was sworn in as a senator in June 2023, my more than 100 villages in my central district were occupied by bandits and in constant fear of kidnappings, rapes, and cattle rustlings. To the glory of God, the deployment of troops at Male Kachi has played significant roles in proactive security of the area. My people have almost all returned back and are farming peacefully. The main challenges outstanding now is further troops deployment in the northern flank at Dan Umaru, but in Zamfara State. Once deployed, it will ensure adequate security coverage of Kebbi South Senatorial District. In appreciation of the efforts of Mr. President, I would like to join hands to support the President's renewed hope agenda, to which I fully subscribe. Furthermore, the contribution of the Senate leadership under the uncommon President of the Senate towards the reconstruction of the Yauri-Zuru Road, for which funds were allocated in 2025 budget and will continue to be allocated towards the completion of the road next year. These and many more positive, proactive actions of Mr. President have significantly convinced me that the APC is a party for progressive development. So, I attest and hereby joined. Please accept the assurances of my best regards always. Senator Garba Musa Medoki. Oh, sorry, as one of the members of the APC chairman entourage is Senator Uche Lilian Ukwenefe. Oh, I think she belongs to the Governors Forum. Anyway, the Governors Forum also belongs to the national chairman because he's the chairman for all. So you are welcome. You are one of us. You are welcome, Senator Uche Lilian Ukwenefe. You are welcome. So the announcement have been made, and they have moved from PDP to APC. The leader of the Senate, you are now to play your role by moving them down to the side of the ruling party, where they will be better placed to help to develop their constituency and create an impact that will remain indelible in the history of their constituencies. You may wish to move them down.
I want to say, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, that this is democracy at work. And this is part of the beauty of democracy. But before anything, let me remind all those who are insinuating on the largely unregulated social media that the president of the country, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is working with his party, the APC, to turn Nigeria to a one-party democracy. We were all in this country when the People's Democratic Party was the ruling party. And we saw all manners of things that happened at the polls in an attempt to get more states, more senatorial seats, more House of Rep seats, and so on and so forth. We are not at the polls. No one is being coerced. If anyone will be coerced, definitely it is not the Senator Adamu Alero that I know and that all of us know. It is not Professor Yahya Abdullahi that will be co-opted by anyone. Neither is this Senator Medoki, who had also made a mark in the private sector before he ever ventured into politics. They are not in politics so that they could feed. And as far as we are concerned, the Professor Yahya Abdullahi that I know would rather stay in opposition and be very loud. And more Nigerians will probably even celebrate him doing that. But they recognize the fact that this is not the time for grandstanding. This is the time for all of us to work together to take Nigeria to the next level. And I say it again for the opportune time. Those who refer to this parliament as a rubber stamp parliament should note that we are at a very critical stage of our national life when all hands must be on deck. And today, it is not about what political party you belong to. We say it every time that once you are in this hallowed chamber, it will not matter what party you belong to. What will matter to you is overriding public interest. And in the course of collectively serving overriding public interest, 3 of our eminent colleagues also saw the need to cross the aisle and come to the ruling party. All 3 of them are from Kebbi State. One of them had been privileged to be governor of Kebbi for 8 years. He had been privileged to serve as honorable minister and is the most ranking member of this Senate. One of them has served as the leader of this Senate in the 9th Assembly. These are people who know what they are doing. They can never mislead the people of Kebbi State. They can never mislead Nigeria. And I just want to say that for us in the APC, this is a very wonderful development. And for all those who are also keenly watching political developments, be rest assured that at the end of the day, this can only be for the good and greatness of Nigeria. And to the rest of our colleagues on the minority aisle, I just want to say once again, Kedu, Kodu, distinguished Senator Abaribe, be rest assured that we'll continue to work together. As far as we are concerned, part of the conditions under which our party, the APC, was registered by INEC, like every other political party, is that we will not close our doors to anyone intending to join the party, and that we will not discriminate against anyone, either on the basis of religion or tribe or any other factor. Our doors will continue to be open to more people to join at all levels. And in the meantime, we will continue to also work with the members of the minority party.